Yo, YouTube, what's up? I'm Tim. He's AC. He's KJ. This is an NFL final score on the Cash Coin AC Sports Network. About the 69th time we're doing this video. Falcons 24, Vikings 14. Matt Ryan, Roddy White combined for a big game. Falcons moved to 7-4, and after a kind of slow start, they're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're looking like a definite playoff contender at this point. Michael Turner really lit it up today in the running game. That opened up a lot of the options for Matty Ice and the Falcons.
It was nice to see Roddy White come back with a strong game. Had a lot of targets, a lot of receptions, very high yardage. He had a touchdown. It was good overall for the whole game. They played really well.
Jets 28, Bills 24. Fun game to watch. Stevie Johnson has a huge game, but comes up short in the end on the last drive. Missed a pass over the middle in which he was wide open.
He probably would have scored. That sounded for sure because he would have had to go by one guy. Stevie Johnson's fast, and I think he would have got by that guy.
And then again in the end zone, Fitzpatrick was throwing to him. He threw behind him, and he was wide open.
It was just a miscommunication, really, because Stevie Johnson's here, and then the defender comes over, and then the pass is made. If the pass was made the first time, they score and they win that game. I really cannot blame too much of that on Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I think the Bills played very good with all the adversity they have going on there. They haven't been playing well. They have been losing a lot of games lately. They're at 5-5 after a really quick start off the season. Their best running back, basically the cornerstone of the team, he's out on the IR, and you got CJ Storr came in, got you some good yardage. I think they played really well, and Stevie Johnson really impressed me with bringing Darrelle Revis a couple of times.
Yeah, he handled Darrelle Revis pretty good.
It was a really fun game to watch. It was actually kind of disappointing, Darrelle Revis. I thought he did a lot better than what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Carolina 18, Colts 17. Reggie Wayne, he really
Carolina's 28.
That's a 2 right there in front of that 8.
All right.
Go ahead. Going.
No, you got it.
Reggie Wayne finally shows up, but the Colts dropped to 0-11 after Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers win. You want to recap the next game here?
All right, I'll go for that one. Cardinals 23, Rams 20.
Hey, you got the score right. Way to be. Way to be.
All right. Well, from what I saw with this game, the Rams, they were up in the beginning, and they just kind of let the lead go, just kind of like Philadelphia Eagles do all the time. So
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
And Beanie Wells has a career day, 228 yards. Real nice game out of him. It's about time he starts doing something in the NFL. He's actually looked pretty decent this season. And the Cardinals have won 2 out of 3. John Skelton has done enough for them to win, and I mean, Kevin Cobb's locked up long term, so he's not going to be the starter, but I'm certain that there's going to be some people down there asking him about it.
What do you do?
What do you do?
You taking the next one?
No, you are. That's why I'm not talking.
Okay, Tennessee 23, Tampa Bay 17. Tampa Bay had a chance at the end of this game, but they kind of just threw that away.
Actually, they kind of fumbled it away.
Yeah. Whatever. They gave the ball to the other team, KJ.
If you've never watched the show, you probably think we're retards, and you're right.
Yes, we are.
We do know what we're talking about here, too.
No, but honestly, at the end of the game, Josh Freeman, he hurried up the offense, get on the line. It was at the end of the game. They needed a touchdown to score and win the game. There was no field goal to tie, so 4th and 1, fumbles the ball, kind of gave it away to the other team.
And that was basically the only exciting part of this game, so we're going to move on.
All right, so Houston comes out and wins 23-13. Weiner comes out and has a decent game, but he's injured midway through the game. He has a left shoulder injury, so the third backup quarterback came in. So
I came in. It's TJ something, I think.
Yeah, Tyler, some from North Carolina.
Yeah, and Andre Johnson comes back in this game. Didn't do a ton, but he looked pretty good. Final game at the 1 o'clock. We will be recapping the 4:15. Me and KJ will, at least. I don't know about AC. Bengals 23, Browns 20. In the Battle of Ohio, behind a strong rushing performance from Cedric Benson, Andy Dalton stays consistent. Bengals are 7-4, and they're still primed to go to the playoffs in what has been one of this year's biggest surprise teams.
One thing I do gotta say, the Cleveland Browns do have to be a little bit excited and happy that Peyton Hillis is back and had a pretty strong and heavy workload today with around 18 carries, a little over 50 yards. You have to be happy seeing that he's back.
Yeah, and the Bengals are showing that they are pretty resilient team. Cedric Benson lit it up today. He was running guys over left and right. So
and they're 7-4 now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great record, especially going into this offseason losing.
I mean, what are we?
Carson Palmer, your two best wide receivers are gone. That's a big
4-12 was about where we thought.
I was making jokes about the Bengals.
I
at the
was
beginning
too.
of the season.
They're a real contender.
Yeah, and 4-12 is about where we thought they're going to be. They're not going to go 12-4, but they're probably going to win 10 or 11 games, and that's a pretty damn good season. I know Schwartz from the Lions.
That's a wild card. That's a wild card team.
Yeah, Schwartz from the Lions and Harbaugh from the 49ers will get all the consideration for Coach of the Year. Marvin Lewis has done a pretty good job with a young team. Andy Dalton, as I said, yes, red-headed quarterbacks can succeed in the NFL. A.J. Green comes back as a big game. Bengals, I don't know. I have a feeling that they could be a surprise. They could upset somebody big in the playoffs. I mean, if you're talking about the Bengals against the Patriots, I could see a way that the Bengals could beat the Patriots in the playoffs.
Yeah. It's not likely, but it could be done.
It's possible. Anything's possible. Just ask Kevin Garnett.
Just ask Kevin Garnett. I'm Sammy Zacy's KJ.
Sorry about the rust.
We're going to get out of here before KJ makes any more stupid comments. We'll see you later.
I got it, yo, run, go tell your mammy I'm mean on the mic like Kanye at the Grammys. I gotta sell, listen, understand me, everything in barcode, go ahead and scan me. Is the beat there yet?